As I watched my newborn cry in another man's arms, I finally understood. The woman I left was the only one who ever loved me right, and I threw it all away, chasing a feeling that never lasted. As it is often said, you don't know what you have until it's gone. I used to roll my eyes at cliches like that. But now I carry those words like a scar across my chest, a silent echo of the choices that unraveled everything good in my life. I was the kind of man who got bored easily. My wife, Angela, was warm, grounded, and patient. Too patient, maybe. She gave without demanding, listened without judgment, and stood by me when I didn't deserve it. But I was too blind to see it. We got married young, before I really understood what commitment meant. Angela would leave sticky notes on my lunchbox with little hearts, send me texts reminding me to breathe on stressful days. I'd brush them off, not realizing how rare that kind of love was. Then came Nicole, bold, wild, exciting. Everything Angela wasn't. She made me feel like the center of the universe, like I'd stepped into a new version of myself. It felt like freedom, like being reborn. I mistook chaos for passion and comfort for boredom. So I left, just like that. Angela was 6 months pregnant. I justified it in my mind, told myself I needed to find real happiness, that we'd both be better off. But deep down, I was just running from the responsibility, the intimacy, the scary parts of growing up. She didn't beg. She didn't cry in front of me. She just looked at me with those heartbreakingly calm eyes and said, "I hope you find what you're looking for." And I thought I had. Nicole and I burned fast and bright. Wild nights, spontaneous trips, endless flirtation. But soon, the thrill faded. Her attention waned. The love I thought I had found? It was just adrenaline wrapped in lust. Meanwhile, Angela gave birth. I didn't visit. I didn't call. I thought staying away was the brave thing, sparing her more pain. But the truth is, I was a coward. Then one rainy afternoon, everything changed. I was walking back from work when I passed a cafe window. I froze. Inside, I saw Angela, tired, thinner, but still so strong, holding our baby girl in her arms. And next to her was another man. He held the baby like she was his, smiling as if he belonged. My daughter giggled in his arms. That image hit me harder than any punch ever could. I ducked away, heart racing. I wanted to barge in, scream, undo time. But I knew I had no right. I had handed my place in that family over the moment I walked out. For weeks after that, I spiraled. Nicole had already moved on, and I was alone, truly alone for the first time. I sent Angela a message. "Can I see her? Just once?" She didn't respond right away. Days passed. Then one morning, my phone lit up. "You can come tomorrow, 3 p.m., but this doesn't mean anything more." I was shaking when I knocked on her door, and when she opened it, I almost collapsed under the weight of everything I'd done. She led me into the nursery. The walls were soft yellow. A tiny crib, stuffed animals, baby lotion on the shelf. And then I saw her, my daughter, sleeping peacefully. Angela picked her up gently and said, "This is your daddy." The baby blinked, and I swear, in that moment, I felt something shift deep in my soul. I sat down, tears falling before I could stop them. "I messed up," I whispered. "I don't expect anything, but I'd like to try, if you'll let me." Angela didn't say anything at first, just watched me. Her eyes weren't angry, just tired. "It's not about you and me anymore," she said. "It's about her." That was the beginning of everything. Not a reconciliation, not a fairy tale, but the start of a long, uphill climb toward redemption. As the months passed, the road to forgiveness and healing stretched long before me, uneven, rocky, and full of doubt. But I learned that regret alone isn't enough. It's what you do with that regret that defines you. I wanted Angela to know I saw her, really saw her, not just as the woman I left behind, but as the one who still held the key to my heart. I wanted our daughter to grow up knowing her father wasn't just a name or a shadow, but someone who would fight for their family, even after all I'd done. Rebuilding trust wasn't a grand gesture or a sudden change. It was in the quiet moments, the whispered apologies, the small acts of kindness, the patience when she refused to open the door fully. It was showing up on days when I wanted to run away, listening without defense, and learning to put her needs above my own pride. Some days, the silence was thick, heavier than any argument we'd ever had. Other days, laughter peeked through cracks in our wounded hearts, a reminder that hope was still alive. I'll never forget the night our daughter called me Dada for the first time. The word was simple, innocent, but it broke through the walls I'd built inside myself. In that moment, I knew redemption was possible. Not perfect, but real. But even as we moved forward, the shadows of my past mistakes lingered. There were moments when old regrets threatened to pull me under, when I wondered if I was worthy of the family I'd hurt so deeply. Yet, Angela surprised me. She chose to believe in us, to give me a chance I didn't deserve. Her strength humbled me daily. It was a love forged not from perfection, but from resilience. A love that demanded courage from both of us. Looking back now, I see how blind I was. How easily I mistook fleeting excitement for true happiness. I chased a feeling that was never meant to last, ignoring the steady love that had always been there, waiting for me to come home. If I could speak to my younger self, I'd tell him this. Don't take for granted the woman who stands by you in the quiet moments. She's the one who holds the kind of love that lasts. To anyone listening who's made mistakes, who's lost their way, know this. It's never too late to fight for the ones you love. Regret can be heavy, but it doesn't have to be the end of your story. I'm still learning, still growing, still making amends. But with every day, I'm grateful for the chance to be better, to be the husband and father my family deserves. Thank you for listening to my true regret confession. If this story touched you or made you reflect on your own journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories of love, loss, and redemption. And if you're facing your own regrets, remember, healing starts with showing up and choosing love, even when it's hard.